Hello, my name is Mel, and this presentation provides an in-depth exploration of artificial intelligence, exploring its fundamental concepts, historical development, core technologies, algorithms, industry applications, societal aspects, challenges and future trends, and preparation for an AI-driven future. Okay, we will cover the foundational ideas behind AI, trace its historic milestones, discuss key technologies and algorithms, explore applications across industries and everyday life, consider ethical and societal impacts, examine challenges, review future innovations, and address how to prepare for an AI-driven world. This section introduces the definition and origins of AI, or artificial intelligence, its various branches and essential terminology to understand the field's scope and basic principles. Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. The field began in the mid-20th century with pioneers aiming to create intelligent agents capable of reasoning, learning, and problem solving. AI encompasses several branches including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, and expert systems, each focusing on different capabilities and challenges. Terms like algorithms, models, training data, supervised and unsupervised learning, and neural networks form the foundation vocabulary for understanding AI technologies. Okay, so these things are going to have to get into. Algorithms are step-by-step procedures used for calculations. Models and training data learn from training data. So, okay, models learn patterns from training data to make predictions or decisions. Supervised learning uses labeled data, while unsupervised learning finds patterns without learning. And neural networks are computing systems underpinned by the brain that underpins many AI tasks. Okay, just so we go into it quickly. We explore the milestones of early AI research to periods of stagnation known as AI winters and recent breakthroughs that have revived global interest and investment in AI. Early success included symbolic reasoning systems and game playing programs, laying the groundwork for future AI development. AI experiences phases of reduced funding and interest due to unmet expectations, but advancements in computing power and algorithms sparked renewed processes and progress. Innovations such as deep learning, reinforcement learning, and AI applications in complex tasks like image recognition and natural language understanding mark recent progress. This section covers fundamental technologies driving AI capabilities, including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics. Machine learning allows systems to learn from data, while deep learning uses neural networks with many layers to model complex patterns. NLP, or natural language processing, enables machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language, facilitating applications like translation, sentiment analysis, and chatbots. Computer vision empowers machines to interpret visual inputs, and robotics integrates AI for intelligent physical interactions with the environment. We examine key AI methodologies, including different learning paradigms, neural networks, reinforced learning, generative models, and transfer learning. Supervised learning, as we said earlier, uses labeled data to train models, while unsupervised learning finds hidden patterns in unlabeled data. Neural networks mimic or try to mimic the brain structure for pattern recognition and decision making, while reinforcement learning trains agents through rewards and penalties. Generative models create new data samples, and transfer learning adapts models trained on one task to new related tasks to improve efficiency. Okay? AI is transforming sectors such as healthcare, finance, transportation, enhancing efficiency, decision making, and innovation. It's basically transforming pretty much the entire workforce, quite honestly. Some in good ways and others in bad. And we'll discuss that in a bit. AI supports diagnostics, personalised treatment, drug discovery, and medical imaging analysis, revolutionising patient care. Okay? In finance, AI aids fraud detection, trading algorithms, risk assessment, and customer insights for smarter business decisions. AI helps to enable self-driving cars, traffic management, and logistics optimization, paving the way for safer and more efficient transport systems. AI technologies are increasingly integrated into consumer products and services, enhancing convenience and personalization. Voice-activated assistants and smart home devices use AI to respond to user commands and automate daily tasks. AI-powered translation tools break down language barriers, while accessibility technologies improve inclusion for people with disabilities. And AI over Internet of Things can help, like farming, agriculture. So there are many self-driving tractors, many self-driving farm equipment that helps farmers where they can have trouble getting workers. So now AI is helping with agriculture and having like soil testing and all that. Can do everything now. So there's other ways that it can help. And in factories, AI over IoT again helps in factories. Many machines now becoming driven by AI. AI analyzes user performance to deliver personalized content, product suggestions, and tailored experiences online. This section addresses challenges related to bias, governance, privacy, and security as AI becomes more pervasive. AI systems can inherit biases present in the data, raising concerns about fairness and discrimination that have to be mitigated. And this is a problem because many AI's facial recognition does have inherent racial bias due to the data that it was programmed on. So there needs to be a lot of checking on these systems to make sure that they're not actually creating more problems than they're solving. Developing policy and frameworks is essential to responsible AI development, deployment and accountability. And it is vital for each government of every country to work on having very strict laws to keep companies that are developing AI products accountable. And we should have a worldwide forum on what we should allow with AI and what we shouldn't. Okay, and we need to also start looking that AI is starting to put a lot of people out of work, and how do we help that? What do we do? Because we don't have a good social system across the world or in many countries, and obviously we can't be letting people go hungry or homeless or without power or water or anything because they can't get a job. So do we start providing everyone with basics if they can't get work? And that's probably universal basic income is something that we're going to have to start looking, or universal basic benefits where we give everybody housing, food, power, all that sort of stuff, education, medical care. And that's what we're going to have to start looking at, social systems to help with the AI that is affecting things. Balancing AI's potential with individuals' privacy rights and protecting systems from misuse are critical societal priorities. And this is the thing too, like AI can be used to help with cybersecurity, but AI is also used to cause cybersecurity issues, to help with fraud, hacking, and all those sorts of issues you have. So AI can be both a benefit and a detriment in terms of that. So this comes down to more education and better, like strong laws and policies, and keeping companies very, like, you must follow, because otherwise we're going to create problems for ourselves, and we already are. We explore practical and technical hurdles, including data issues, explainability, and computational demands. High quality, diverse data sets are crucial for effective AI, but can be hard to obtain, limiting model performance. Also too, the AI centers, or the AI data centers, use an awful lot of electricity. They're very electricity, all AI is very electricity consumes a lot, and they're not very environmentally friendly. Now they are starting to look at solutions that are way more environmentally friendly and use way less electricity, and we need to start doing that right now. But this is a problem that we're going to have to overcome. Understanding how AI makes decisions is important for trust, but many complex models remain opaque, and honestly you really shouldn't trust any AI 100%. At best they may be 60% reliable. So trust is not something you should give. This is why humans ultimately need to be monitoring and observing AI to see what it's doing and why. Okay, and you need to train people in how AIs work, because they need to know what it might and might not do. AI hallucinates, and that's something that we need to sort of make sure people don't put too much trust into systems that basically could end up, you know, not being all that reliable. Advanced I/O often requires significant computing power, posing challenges for cost and environmental impact. That's as I discussed earlier. So very expensive to run and environmentally very detrimental often. Looking ahead, AI-human collaboration, general intelligence, and AI-driven creativity are key emerging areas. Combining human intuition with AI capabilities can lead to more effective solutions and innovations. We can never remove the human element. And this is the thing, you can use AI to become a lot more efficient at your job, right? But like getting AI to replace people's jobs, unless people are being given jobs now because people can do more. So this is costing people jobs. Okay, we need to look at that. Research aims to develop AI systems with broad reasoning abilities comparable or superior to humans. And this is something that the world should be looking at. Is it ethical to do that? Is it ethical to try and get a system that's basically equal to us or better than us? Because what might we do, or what might it do if it ever gets to that point? I think this is something we really need to start looking at ethics. AI helps accelerate breakthroughs by generating hypotheses, designing experiments, and creating art. So look, AI can definitely be very helpful and does help a lot of stuff, but a lot of people who create art by hand are getting nowhere because people now can just do a lot of art or writing or whatever creative stuff using AI. And it's getting increasingly hard to tell the difference between real work and AI generated videos, for instance. We must focus on education, yes, and to like being entrepreneurs and industrial and international collaboration for harnessing AI's full potential responsibly. And this is the thing, like AI's here now, we've got to figure out how do we become responsible, because right now, quite honestly, we're not being. Reskilling and education programs are essential to prepare AI augmented roles and changing job markets. Yes, and this is what I'm saying is we need to start doing all of this, right? Encouraging innovation and research will foster new applications and solutions across the sectors. We can hope, anyway. International partnerships and ethical frameworks are vital to ensure that AI benefits humanity broadly and equitably. And that is something I've said again and again through this presentation, that we must have ethical laws in place in every country and United Nations laws regarding AI, because this is something that we're letting getting out of control, quite honestly, and it's really hurting people. It is helping too. I'm not saying it's not. It can have a lot of benefits, but it's something that causes a lot of detriments. Artificial intelligence is a transformative force, reshaping technology and society. Understanding its concepts and applications, challenges, and future directions is a key to leveraging AI responsibly and effectively. Now, this is the thing. I'm going to say this again. The UN and all countries need to sign on to ethical laws that every country must have regarding AI. We need to start looking at the ethics of AI and how to do it responsibly. I don't think creating an AI that is comparable to humans or better is responsible. I don't think it's ethical, and I think that's going to lead to massive problems. And look, AI can be good, and a lot of times it is used for good, but we also need to look at the fact that a lot of people are now not getting work, and we don't have a good social safety net. So we need to also account for that in terms of when we're discussing AI. Now, I personally love AI, but I'm well aware that it is responsible for a lot of ills, that it uses a lot of electricity, it's bad for the environment, lots of computing power, it's not equitable, it's not fair, and it is not helping basically a lot of people. It is not being done in a way that's effective for most. And look, this is something that we need to challenge, we need to sort of examine now. So look, AI is here now, we can't very well take it away, but we can start putting limits on it, and we can start having very severe consequences for people who do not work to the betterment of everybody in the world, not just a select few. Okay, thank you for your time.